Yo, hello everyone and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. My name is CryptoStash and I hope you're having an amazing week. Currently it is Wednesday and let's get right into the charts for Bitcoin. As you can see, after bouncing from that weekly pivot that I was talking about yesterday, and I also did post on my X right here, you can see a post that after a bullish weekly bounce, if momentum continues, I would expect a test of the all-time high that we made. As you know, since we are still in price discovery right here for Bitcoin, we're basically discovering new prices every day since we have made this all-time high, and right now potentially we are very close to going back again into outer space, as I like to say, basically uncharted territory where we've not had Bitcoin go before. But as of right now, Bitcoin is struggling to push back above the first weekly pivot resistance of around 119,500. You can see right here. And I'm expecting some kind of a consolidation still for Bitcoin, since as of right now, Ethereum is actually stealing the spotlight, manages to break out of the Fibonacci golden pocket right here, and also is right now pushing through the weekly pivot resistances. As you can see, 4 candles, weekly candles in a row for Ethereum. Very strong momentum, guys. As I said, when we got that weekly close right here, it was very bullish for Ethereum, as RSI was still not overbought, and right now it is starting to get overbought. As you can see right here, we are touching that 80 line on the weekly, which is a bit concerning, but as you know, even if we touch it, we do have a potential rally like we had right here before the RSI actually gets very overbought, and then it is due for a correction. But as of right now, my target is sitting at that 786, basically 3,500 for it, and then my last target would be that high right here. You can see 3,770. Basically this is where I'm expecting potentially for price, if it gets up there, to make some kind of a rejection, since this is the previous high that we've made on January, as you can see. So maybe price can do some kind of a swing failure pattern right here, and if we fail to break and push to the all-time high, which this is actually not the all-time high for Ethereum. The all-time high was all the way back in 2021. You can see 4,700, actually 4,855 was the all-time high for Ethereum, somewhere around that price. But as you know, firstly I need to see that level broken, that 786, and then I need to see a push above this the latest previous high that we have right here, in order for $4,000 Ethereum. But right now this may be possible, since, as I said, we were talking about the Bitcoin dominance in the previous videos, and while we were right here, I was calling for some kind of a breakdown like we got right here, and then I was saying how if we get that breakdown, the altcoins will start ripping to the upside, and this is exactly what is happening. Sui is almost at $4, Solana currently pushing 170, almost at my target of around 180, basically that value area high right here. But Ethereum, as I said, is stealing the spotlight right now for the altcoins. It is pushing very strong to the upside. Momentum is very strong still for Ethereum. As you can see, even though the RSI gets oversold, we get some kind of consolidation, and then we get a pump. So right now we are starting to get overbought on the RSI above that 80 line. So I'm expecting some kind of consolidation and then a potential breakthrough. This might happen this week, it might not happen, it might happen over the weekend, nobody knows exactly. But as momentum is still strong, I would not be looking for shorts on Ethereum as long as Bitcoin dominance keeps dropping. If I see signs of Bitcoin dominance reversing to the upside, since the macro trend for the Bitcoin dominance, as you can see, is still very bullish. maybe we need to draw some kind of a trend line. Let me see, from that bottom basically to the upside. Let's make it like this. So we need to see for the Bitcoin dominance a breakthrough right here, and then potentially for a potential macro trend reversal. As you know, since right now the Bitcoin dominance has been steadily rising. As you know, this run Bitcoin is the runner actually. So right now, but as you can see, even the small dump correction which we are having right now, 4 weeks, has been getting Ethereum pumping almost, if we measure from that bottom, almost 50%. So imagine if the Bitcoin dominance drops like let's say from the high to down here, or maybe even below it, like to until 50%. Imagine if it drops like this, we are going to have a very massive altcoin rally, guys. So we need to keep an eye on that Bitcoin dominance. And as for the USDT dominance, it is still in some kind, you can see right here, of a bigger consolidation, and we are pushing right now to the bottom of that range. Basically the bottom is right here, 3.7%. So I'm expecting, if the USDT dominance drops until there, Bitcoin would have would be making a new all-time high, as you know. But we need to see the USDT dominance also dropping in order for that to happen. Also, let's look for gold. Since today I don't usually cover gold that much, but today we did have some crazy volatility since the dollar dropped very strong to the downside after what I would say was this couple of days. This was maybe 2 weeks. Yeah, exactly 2 weeks. We got some kind of a relief rally, as you can see, for the dollar, since we are still in a very strong downtrend. I don't think the dollar can start to recover yet. We might see even lower. If we go on that 2 weekly time frame, you can see the dollar can potentially go down to 89 basically, or if it does not hold right here, then 79 would be the next target. But this would happen not fast. This would happen, in my opinion, in 1 to 2 years, maybe 3. It depends. But yeah, right now we are getting some kind of a relief rally, but we are rejecting from that pivot resistance right here. And it is possible that the downtrend for the dollar will continue, and so basically gold would continue rising and potentially also create new all-time high. As you can see, gold, after making the all-time high that we have marked right here on the daily, has been consolidating after one touch of the all-time high. Then we've had a drop, and right now price is recovering. So potentially, if the dollar continues its downtrend, then I'm expecting gold to also break out of this range right here. So basically, if you look also at the stock market, the S&P 500 also had a correction. As you can see, this was due to gold and the dollar pumping and dumping. Basically, we've got some volatility during the New York session, but right now the S&P 500 is below that weekly pivot. So I would want to see a reclaim, get above, flip it as support, and then potentially continuation to the all-time high once again. And this is what I want to see in the stock markets as of right now. But it is also possible that we go down and revisit the previous, basically the second weekly pivot support, or maybe even the previous all-time high right here that we have marked. If we go on the daily, as you know, this is the previous all-time high. It is possible that the stock market makes some kind of correction, goes down, test it, and then we can see another rally to the upside. So this would be my outlook for the markets for today, guys. Don't forget to follow me on X, and also don't forget to sign up on the KSX to trade Bitcoin and Ethereum and all the other altcoins with zero fees. Like you've got a zero fee maker and 0.1 fees taker, basically, as you can see right here. And on spot you get zero trading fees. You can sign up using the link in the description, or you can go to my X and copy this code, which would also be in the description of the YouTube video. And also you can just sign up through my link. And as I said, it is no KYC, so you just need to make an account, deposit some USDT or USDC, and you're ready to go, basically, to trade with the lowest fees globally. And so that will be it for today's video, guys, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.